On today's episode, breaking news comes out of D23. Disneyland Paris dropped a huge update on their Ratatouille ride and what is going on with Big Thunder Mountain. Let's dive in so you can get all of the latest news. Hi guys, this is Colonel and welcome to the Weekly FastPass, your 5-minute weekly roundup of all of the biggest and latest Disney and Universal park news from around the world. This week's episode will be slightly longer as there was no episode last week due to me and Ellie heading over to the Cotswold for our anniversary, but we're back, so let's get started. Firstly, thank you so much to everyone that has tuned in, liked and subscribed to all of the Weekly FastPass, and yes, hopefully you enjoy this episode. So we are starting on the west coast of America, and this week there is nothing to report from Disneyland, but if you do head over to our channel, or you can just click here, we actually released a new Disney vlog from our Disney series, which includes heading to Storyteller's Cave, so make sure you go check that out. Link is in the description and also up here, so make sure you go check it out. It's a very, very good episode, one of my favorite days out there. Over to Disney World on the East Coast, and we have some new posters that have dropped on socials last week for the new rock and roller coaster starring the Muppets. This looks absolutely incredible, and I think it'll be such a fun experience with high energy, just like the Muppets have been doing for years now. As you can see from these photos on screen, some of the cast that will be involved in this ride will be, of course, Kermit, Miss Piggy, and my favourite Muppet animal. This ride will be opening in 2026 in Disney World, and we'll be going to Disney World in 2027. So we're very excited to ride this attraction and give you our review and thoughts. So stay tuned, subscribe, and make sure you tune into that. Also, a very random one coming out of Disney World this week. As you can see from these photos on the screen now, Big Thunder Mountain will be getting a slight improvement with a new themed scene that will transform rainbow caverns via a lightning strike into the cavern. I did a quick little bit of research on the origin story of what Big Thunder Mountain is about, and this is what Google told me. So, the Big Thunder Mountain story centers on a curse placed on the mining company that has desecrated a sacred Native American mountain in the American Southwest for gold. The resulting supernatural events, including runaway trains and unexplained geological phenomena like earthquakes, floods, and cave-ins, led to the abandonment of this mining town. The attraction allowed guests to experience a ride on one of these possessed trains, traveling through the mysterious haunted mountain and abandoned mine shafts. Maybe the spirits haunting this mine love a bit of sparkle and a bit of showbiz, but I'm gonna have to see what this one is gonna be like next time we go, because I don't know, I'm not sure Rainbow Caverns and Big Thunder Mountain really go together. I know it's possessed, but I think that's just taking it into a new type of possession, so gonna have to see what that one's like. Stay tuned, because next year we're going to Disneyland Paris, so we will review it then. And moving over to Disneyland Paris, some breaking news last week to come out of Disneyland Paris. The Ratatouille ride will close for an in-depth refurbishment on October the 13th. It will reopen in spring 2026 with a brand new scene in the queue showcasing a Parisian artist workshop, as well as set pieces, accessories, projections, and technical improvements in the attraction to enhance the immersion. Disneyland Paris is permanently switching Ratatouille the Adventure to a 2D ride following guest feedback. When it reopens from refurbishment in spring 2026, there will be some new props, enhancement to the projection systems, and digital media, along with a new scene added to the queue. So what do you think about this change? I think it's going to be a huge announcement to redesign the ride and change it from a 3D to a 2D ride. So please let me know your thoughts down below. Over to Universal Studios in Hollywood now. Universal Studios released a special event for pass holders only, themed around the new Fallout series releasing later this year. They released this on their socials last week. So they said, FastPass members, it's time to face your Fallout fears. Join us for a special lights on walkthrough at one of this year's Halloween Horror Nights haunted houses. Fallout. Space is limited, advanced reservation required. I love that Universal putting on these events for pass holders. I think it's going to be an amazing event. And also talking about Halloween Horror Nights, it's underway, and I think the first night was yesterday, when quite a lot of content creators actually got to go to the event and there's so many amazing photos and videos coming out of Hollywood. So I'm going to put these on screen now so you can see the event. If you don't know what's happening at Halloween Horror Night this year, you don't worry. If you just hop back a few episodes, we run through what houses and events that Universal are putting on this year. So just hop back there, you'll see the episodes titled something to do with Halloween Horror Nights or Universal Horror Nights, things like that. If not, I'll whack it up here for you. Some of the standout houses from watching a lot of content on socials looks like the Cat Lady from Crypt Lane. I knew this was going to be a big one. It looked amazing, very creepy, and all of the socials are absolutely popping off from it. And the very highly rated El Artista, a Spanish haunting house. This one is about a famous artist named Sergio Navarro, set sometime in the 1800s, who needed to find some artistic inspiration. So moved to a manor located in the woods, but of course the house was haunted and Navarro began to be controlled by evil spirits. The evil influenced his art, forcing him to paint horrifying images that were intended to give spirits a way into our world. As you can see from these videos, it just looks visually stunning, and I think they've done an incredible job with this one this year, so looking forward to seeing more of the public's views on this one. That's it all for Universal this week. Universal Orlando and Hollywood, I've just put it into the same one. So over to Epic Universe now. So Epic Universe is ticking along with the construction taking place in the park, with the development of a huge wall that hints at a possible park expansion. So stay tuned on the Weekly FastPass for more information as that breaks on there, because they've only just opened. They've just hit 1 million riders on their ride that I'm very sorry I've actually forgotten the name for, and now they're looking for a park expansion. So moving along fast with Epic Universe and Disney Films. So this is where a lot of the breaking news out of D23 was. So yesterday we saw a sneak peek at Pixar's upcoming theatrical releases. So let's go through what Pixar will be releasing next year and beyond. So March 2026 will bring us Hoppers. If you're unsure what this film is, click up here, and we spoke about this on the Weekly FastPass a few episodes ago. Also, Toy Story 5 will also release in 2026, but in the summer. Now, I'm not sure what you think about this, but I personally thought Toy Story 4 was going to be the final installment. I'm pretty sure I heard that, I can't remember who I heard it from, but I'm pretty sure that was going to be the final installment in the Toy Story franchise. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Toy Story, but I do feel this is kind of like an easy option for Pixar. They haven't really got to think of any new characters, any new worlds and storylines. It's there for them. They're such a loved group of characters. I think it's kind of the easy option, and to be fair, a little bit lazy from Pixar. But also in 2026, this actually got released yesterday, so this is breaking news. We will see Hexed, which is an all-new original film that follows a teenage oddball and his mum, who discover his weirdness is actually hidden magic, transporting them to a world where magic can run free. Just classic Pixar and classic Disney. Have to see a little bit more of that. The opening titles, as you can see here, or I should say the logo, sorry, looks really, really cool. So I'm looking forward to this one. In 2027, we will see a Pixar original come to our screens called Gatto, which I'm pretty sure is Italian for cat, if I'm not mistaken. If you haven't heard too much about this, then this film will be basically similar to Luca, so obviously set in the same place, Italy. Gatto will take place in Italy and finds a black cat named Nero, who begins to question whether he has lived the right life. Indebted to a local feline mob boss, Nero finds himself in a quandary and is forced to forge a truly unexpected friendship with a street artist named Maya that may finally lead him to his purpose, unless Venice gets the better of him first. This sounds interesting. I can't really comment too much on it because I don't really know that much, but obviously when their trailer releases or more posters, stay tuned, we'll do a reveal, and that's going to be quite a good film. I think if it's going to be like Luca, the way it looks, I think it's going to be amazing. Also releasing in 2027 will be the brand new Ice Age Boiling Point. Here are the photos from D23 that was announced yesterday, less than 24 hours ago. And then also in 2028 and beyond, we will see the trilogy for Incredible, so Incredible 3 and the sequel to Coco, so number 2 of that. So what do you make of all of the Disney and Universal Park news this week? Drop your thoughts down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, as we do this every single Sunday, and we will see you back here next Sunday for the Weekly FastPass.